Hey Cancer, welcome back to Natural Mystic Messages. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising, and of course Venus, because we always seem to tap on a whole lot of love in these videos. And I love to love. Now, while I shuffle the Romance Angel Oracle, and I will list the decks below that I use for the readings, I'd like to do a little bit of housekeeping. So from this day forth, all my readings will be timeless. I will, what's the word I'm looking for? Date stamp them as the month I do them, and then when the month ends, I will take it off, and people will be free to look back through the catalogue of videos so that there may be a message they need from time to time that can help them out. The title will give away what the message usually is. I would also like to ask that you like the video. I know that sounds a little presumptuous of me. You may not even like it. However, my guides have really pushed me to get organised and make sure my videos come out weekly. Every week this year. I have been a little half-assed in the year prior, because I do have 5 children and I work and all those fun things that life expects us to do. However, to get out there and to get the message across to people who need to hear it, I need to get into that beast of an algorithm that is YouTube. If you could subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And you know what, for any other content creators you go on, any other readers, please like their videos too. It does us the world of good. I'm not monetized. I know a lot of other readers are not monetized. We do this for the love of giving out messages, and we'd love to receive some love back. That is the whole spiel, Cancer. Let's get on with the reading. Now, with these romance angels, I will be pulling 4, and that will give us the gist of the reading. Sometimes when we do dive into the tarot, though, a whole new message comes out. So I just follow the cards. I let the cards tell the story. Ooh, what do we have? Okay, we have religious factors. Your love life might be influenced by religious upbringing or spiritual paths. So you might be finding yourself maybe moving away from your religious upbringing. You may have met someone when you did have a certain belief system, and it may have changed now, and it may be causing some discourse in the relationship, because it's not nice when people change overnight, but it is necessary. It's time to disconnect from the world. So maybe it's some time for you and your partner to get to know each other again, especially if you or them, or even the people around you are changing and growing. It might be time to sort of get to know each other again. Now, the let your friends help you has come up in reverse. Are you not leaning in, Cancer? I know you are the nurturer. I know you are the person that helps others, but Spirit's asking you to reach out and let other people help you. And chemistry, there's a strong magnetic connection here. So if you have met somebody new, I'm sure you didn't need the cards to tell you that. I'm sure you're feeling it. Okay, let's see where the tarot wants to take us now. Today I will be using the Light Seers deck, the Light Seers Tarot. It's relatively new. It is available on Amazon, Book Depository, all those quick and easy sites, and I cannot recommend it enough. I got it a couple of weeks ago. I've been studying with it since, and wow, does this pack a punch when it comes to giving out messages, and the artwork. You cannot hang on. I've got to show you. Doing a great job of it, but and my camera is pretty crappy. I do apologize for that, guys, but it's just stunning. It's absolutely stunning for the price. It's like receiving 78 individual pieces of beautiful art. Okay, I do read reversals, so I'm going to give you a warning now as I flip those reversals into place. If I can get my brain to wrap around that. Okay, Cancer, I feel like you're ending a long cycle. Spirit's telling me that it's almost like you're at the point now where the drama and the chaos has stopped and you've entered into that stillness. You're in that in-between phase of transformation where you haven't quite yet become the person that you are growing into, but you're definitely not the person you were before. That's what I'm hearing. I don't want to shuffle. Okay, can we have some cards for Cancer, please, Spirit? There we go, this one. 5 of Wands. It's the card of conflict. I feel like, and it could go back into those religious factors, I feel like maybe people are having an opinion on your life and how you should live it, and you're kind of not speaking up. You're kind of just grumbling under your breath, I'm almost hearing, because you don't want to create conflict. You don't want to upset people. You know they're well-meaning and they mean the best, but I feel like there's a lot of people having opinions or just giving unsolicited advice. I feel like that is a story playing out for you at the moment, Cancer. These cards don't want to talk. Next up, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is balance. You may be trying to balance your work life, friend life, home life, partner life. You may be dating someone new, and maybe you have friends saying, you know, you don't give us as much time as you used to. Or you could have children and you're trying to balance you and getting to know you and everything you want to do with your life around the responsibilities of being an adult, as fun as that is. Now, next up, we have the Five of Pentacles. It's being left out in the cold. Traditionally, the Five of Pentacles, they're standing outside a church. So I am wondering if you are stepping away from your traditional upbringing and how that looked for you. And I wonder if you're now making your own new traditions on what you think fits into your life and your family life better. Spirit's saying you hold the key to your future, and you are creating a whole new lineage. We have the High Priestess. So I feel like just dropped cards. Let's see what this is. Oh, 7 of Swords reversed. Interesting. I don't think it's for your reading. I think that was just me actually being clumsy. Now with the High Priestess, I definitely feel like you're awakening to your intuition. I feel like you're maybe seeing synchronicities and signs and little things that blow your mind a little and make you want to sort of tap into your spiritual side a little more. You may have started collecting crystals. You may have been for a reading recently with a psychic. I feel like you're, I don't know how these aren't shuffling. I feel like either you've been on this path a while and you're leveling up, and it's sort of like you thought you were at your peak and now you're about to explode into a whole new realm of spirituality, or you're awakening to it. Okay, we have the Death and Rebirth, which is traditionally the Death card, and we have the Devil. I feel like you're saying goodbye to your old life, and you have a lot of people trying to pull you back in. Page of Cups. Yeah, you're dreaming. You're dreaming of what can come and what you can accomplish. Especially now you're becoming a new person. 6 of Swords. I think you're leaving behind negativity as well. I feel like the people who have been around you, raised you, who are your friends, you know, we are the top 5 people we have around us. I feel like they've been so negative and you didn't really notice so much because that's what you were used to. But since you've started to become this new person, it's almost like you sit down to talk to the people you love and who you'd normally have so much fun with, and you just walk away drained. You're like, why am I getting this same high and this same regeneration off the people I used to know? The 3 of Wands has come up. First of all, I'm seeing a lot of Indigenous carving on these Wands here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on this camera. You get the gist of it. So you may be tapping into your ancestry, learning about that, figuring out where it is you come from. You may feel a deep connection right now to do that. But I also feel like you're looking out on the horizon as to what else is out there. Like, you know, there's more than this. Even if you're on your spiritual path and you're aware there's more than this, it's come a time now where you kind of want to put that all into, you're wondering, what is this? Why do I have this wisdom? Why do I have this knowledge? Why am I awoken? And you're starting to wonder how to integrate that back into your life so you can get busy being abundant, so you can get busy sharing this knowledge. Okay, then we have the Strength card. I feel like this is overcoming addictions and bad habits. And when I say addictions, it doesn't have to be so maniacal that it's just substance. It can be addictions to social media, addictions to food, anything that you use to sort of take you away from or escape. And escaping's fine as long as we're doing it in moderation. I feel like you're overcoming all this because you have a core strength inside you now that you don't need those things anymore. Sorry about that, Cancer. Let's have a shuffle and clarify these cards. So this Five of Wands is now clarified with the Empress. You know that saying, misery loves company? That's the energy I'm getting from the Five of Wands. I feel like you're this Empress, be you male or female, and people are seeing you grow and seeing you just happy for no reason, just generally feeling the joy in life, and that irritates the crap out of people, especially if their essence is just naturally negative. It's almost like it grates against their belief in how life should be. If you're having fun in life, it almost gets right up their back. Like, you should be miserable and you're working the same hours I am. How come you're not walking around with a scowl on your face? It's that type of thing. But you're unshaken. Excuse these little Santas here on my hands. I need to get my nails done. They're now out of season. But yeah, I feel like you can't be shaken now, and the people around you are just frustrated. They're wondering how they can bring you back to the dark side, is what I'm hearing. Let's have a look at this Two of Pentacles, this balancing of all the aspects of you in your life. I feel like there was a time when you were sort of feeling like you were caught up in a tornado and you couldn't fit everything in all at once. And I don't think, I mean, you did have a lot going on, but what Spirit's saying to me is it was more your perception on things that were going on, that you had this constant feeling of being rushed and being overwhelmed. You have the capacity to be able to do all of it, but you just weren't feeling good enough in yourself, or like you didn't have the energy to be able to do everything you needed, so you constantly felt like you were on the back foot. But you're coming into a place of balancing that out. If you found yourself sort of in hermit mode, sort of cut off from the world for a bit, that was you learning to step into you, so you weren't so overwhelmed by life. Okay. Seven of Swords has flipped up again, but we're not going to take it. Look, the Seven of Swords has come up twice in this reading. That is sneaky, deceptive behaviour. It could be the people around you. It might be gossip. I feel like it's gossip. It goes back to that misery loves company. And those are the type of people who love to gossip because they won't focus on themselves and do their own healing and do their own growth. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Let's go. This deck doesn't want to talk, does it? Am I going to use another one, Spirit? Or is this one going to come through? I feel like you've been a bit emotional lately too, Cancer. I'm getting a wave of emotion. I don't feel like it's a depression. I feel like it's a release. Like it's healthy emotion. Spirit, can we have a card for clarification for Cancer? This deck, I'm going to give it one more shuffle and we're going to have to move on to another one, I think. No, it's not going to talk. That's okay. We'll try this one. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Straight off the bat. Okay, the King of Cups has come up to clarify that card where I was talking about balance. There may be a male in your life that has shown you a different way of life, has taught you how to love yourself by loving you unconditionally. Now, I know we're supposed to get there on our own and we're not supposed to rely on another person, but heck, isn't it nice to have someone there while you walk that path? They may have also been taking some of the bigger responsibilities off you when you were feeling overwhelmed. I feel like this is someone who's really supportive and who understands. They're not getting agitated at you when you can't take it all on. They're the type of person that's saying to you, well, how can I help? They're also talking to you. They're allowing you to express emotions that you probably wouldn't have spoke about in the past to anyone else. This could be a partner, it could be a friend. It doesn't have to have a title, but it's definitely someone there who's supporting you. Whatever this situation is, maybe you've had to let people go who you love or spend less time with them, or energetically at least cut them off, or you're feeling cut off from people because maybe you're not the same person you used to be, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it has left you a bit brokenhearted. Cancer, and I think this has come up because you're releasing this now. You can see she's over here all by herself, but she has got that key, and that's what you've found, the key. And in finding that, it's sort of like everything that's been bubbling below the surface has come up and spilled out, and you're releasing it. So Spirit's saying, don't think you're going backwards. You're not going backwards. You're just releasing all the things you've healed from. Okay, High Priestess. That could also be that sneaky behavior. There may be a breakup here. That the Seven of Swords that keeps coming out, and you were very brokenhearted. But you're moving past that now. Okay, let's clarify this High Priestess. How are we doing on time? 17 minutes. I like to check as well to make sure I hit the record button. I have many a time sat here reading away at the cards and realised I didn't hit record. The joys of a flighty Sagittarius. Okay, here we go. We have a flipped card. Wow. Okay. So we have the High Priestess, and it's clarified here by the Lovers and by the Devil. And I was watching a reading by a friend of mine from Luna Phoenix Tarot, and go pop over and watch her reading. She's brilliant at tapping into shadow sides and really telling it like it is and what you need to do to heal. And I'll repeat, Luna Phoenix Tarot, and subscribe to her. She's a brilliant reader. And she reminded me the other day, and I do often forget this, that, and I'm going to put this one down so we can see it, that they're almost the same cards. This couple is here, they're there, but except this one is being run by the Devil, and this one I'm pretty sure off memory is Archangel Raphael. I could be wrong, but it's one of the archangels anyway. The fact that they've come out over the top of this High Priestess. This High Priestess is you knowing. It's that inner knowing. It's relying on yourself. It's not needing to look outside yourself for confirmation on anything. And I think when that awoke in you, you saw the difference between this beautiful, healthy, divinely guided relationship as compared to this maybe lusty, while very hypnotic and racy and sexual and hypnotic, and they sort of take you in and you're consumed by them, and probably a lot of consuming you is going on here and draining you. You've realized the difference now between that overwhelming love. So you may have faced, and what I'm hearing now is a false twin situation. And that's what I feel like this Devil is. It's, while the connection's amazing and you can't get enough, and they're addictive. There is something so energetically feeding and uplifting and And it's the same all-consuming, but it's in such a positive way. And you may have left this behind and gone into this, or you may just know the difference. So you may have walked away from a false twin, or just met your real twin, and or your real soul partner, who, whatever title you want to give it. And it's really bringing to light just how toxic all your other relationships were. These people from these past toxic relationships may be popping back up at the moment, and it may feel a little overwhelming. Spirit's reminding me, Spirit's telling me to remind you that it's not for any other reason than for you to let that go, to get closure for the situation so you can move forward into this beautiful Lovers card. Okay, now Death and Rebirth. I feel like Death and Rebirth was kind of explained there in the Lovers card, but I'm also getting the sense of as you're finding this new you, you're kind of looking for a new path, a new vocation, something. I feel like your old job isn't feeding your soul the way you'd want it to. And it's not that you even may leave your job, because, hey, we've all got bills to pay. As much as our soul needs feeding, so do our stomachs. But what I'm hearing is that you may want to get a new hobby, or study on the side. You want something as you're becoming this new person to represent that. Okay, can we have a card for, there we go. Oh, the sun. Oh, Cancer. You know, I can remember, I think it was in June, doing one of your readings, and I remember coming out of it and I actually cried. I cried. The energy was so heavy and I could feel you were going through it. This reading is like the polar opposite, so I'm so happy for you. The sun here, this is this rebirth, this is sunshine, this is baby. Some of you might literally be giving birth or looking to get pregnant. It might be that next stage of your life. Or it could be your inner child. But whatever it is, there's bliss coming into your world. And look at the sun shining there too. And you're feeling that. You're feeling the ease and lightness of the world. It doesn't have that same heavy, overwhelming feeling. When you wake up in the morning, you're getting up and you're excited to be alive. Okay, let's look at this devil. Just hanging out here, infecting the reading. Okay. So I feel like the devil for a long time for you also as well was financial. I feel like you could never get ahead. You may have had to take on jobs that just really didn't match who you were to bring in money. And maybe your work life was also keeping you away from, the devil may have been your job. It may have physically been your job, making you feel unwell, keeping you from the love in your life. And I'm not just talking a partner, I'm talking about your joy for life. It might have been sucking the joy right out of life. Now this Page of Cups, this dreamer energy, I feel like there's a spirit saying, dream big, Cancer. This is your time. We'll make it happen. Allow yourself to dream big, and allow it to come into fruition, because you're worth it. I'm also hearing that song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. A card flipped. Here we go. Yes. Yes. I love it when the cards are this literal. So this is the card of planning, organization, having the world in your hands. Dream, organize it, plan it, and it'll come. Okay, Six of Swords. This was leaving behind the negativity that probably plagued you for so long that you managed to end up in those situations where your heart was broken, where you were in toxic relationships. And if this hasn't happened for you and you are in a toxic relationship at the moment and are unsure how to work through it, Spirit's saying just keep going. Keep going. You're not alone. They're there with you and you will get through this. Six of Swords, clarified by the Chariot. This is moving on from things that no longer serve you. This is physical moving. You may have had to move states, move houses. You may have moved after a breakup, or that person could have moved out of your home. It's definitely moving forward though in a physical sense. Some of you are definitely studying or looking at studying. It's something that's either crossed your mind, you may have Googled it, it may be a secret you're not even telling anyone. It may just be a small course at a community centre, but you want to learn. I'm feeling a real thirst for that. Now the Three of Wands. Spirit, can we have a card for Cancer? Or the Three of Wands? Nope, too many. Oh, we have one flipped up. Okay. Yeah. You may be feeling a little bit alone at the moment if you had to get to a point where you're cutting a lot of people out of your life. You may feel that gap. This is also a card of, for me, sometimes these people, while they're out on their own, they've got each other and they're not giving up on each other no matter how hard it is. So you may be, sorry, you may have found somebody who you can depend on no matter how rough it gets. Spirit saying in the darker times, lean on them. Lean on them. And with that, we have the Strength card. And we're going to clarify that with the Page of Pentacles. This is communication. This is long, deep talks. This is, it's also the start of financial abundance. You may be building a house. You may be looking for a rental property. It's the start of the physical things. You may have just started a new business. Whatever it is, it's very fresh. It's a little green behind the ears. But the good news is it gets there in the end. So be strong and keep pushing through. Don't let fear get in the way. I'm really just feeling long, deep talks that are very freeing for you, which is kind of unblocking a lack mentality, which is going to help you move forward with abundance. Now, I'm going to pull from the Higher Love Soul Link Oracle deck. It just gives a couple of little pinpoint messages in case there was something that didn't come out in the tarot or I missed. So I've been pulling 4 of those for each sign. What do we have first off? We have 2. We have moving on escape. And that's that moving forward from negative people, moving forward from the area. Maybe the area you're in has really negative energy. Lost love. That's what I said about those people coming back. Sometimes they won't necessarily, you may have lost them, but it was your blessing. So process it, thank them for showing back up, even if it's just energetically, and reminding you of your worth, and move forward. Sudden change. That's that death and rebirth energy. And it's changes to align you with your path and your soul mission, and it's because you've leveled up. You've leveled up. Now the universe is coming up to meet you. Now one more, please, Spirit. This one. Unfounded fear. So step into that. I know it's blurry, Cancer. I'm sorry. I need to get better filming equipment. But take my word for it. It does say unfounded fear. I would not lie to you. Spirit saying you don't have to be fearful. We're with you. Trust, have faith that this is the path you're meant to be on. Don't get too uncomfortable or be fearful when you're uncomfortable. Sometimes we have to go through those uncomfortable moments for change to come in. And on that note, Cancer, I have held you up for 29 minutes. If this resonated, please hit the like button. Like I said, please subscribe. My lovely children think I'm absolutely a rock star at the moment, hitting 1,500 subscribers, and they think I'm cool, and that doesn't happen very often, so help me be cool, Cancer. Okay, bye.